And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray now. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Murray going to throw. His throw incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Murray. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play here for Buffalo. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. One more time with Etienne. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Chris Godwin there to make the grab. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll look to throw here. And this is Simpson with a catch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. And that's off the mark, incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Here's Jack Fox now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes. Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team? They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Murray. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right at the 35. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Falcons ready to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. It's Chapman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hughes. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 3. He finds his man, complete. That's Hughes. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Simpson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Chapman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. On 2nd down now. It's Chapman. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. The kick by Bass is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try the left side with ETN. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run with ETN. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Working with his 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, Murray. Throwing right, and that's complete.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Murray now on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll run here with Etienne. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2nd down and 8. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive. But right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man complete. It's Hughes. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Simpson reels it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Simpson. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Second and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 83 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he's brought down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here. But closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point forthcoming. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now Etienne to start the drive. Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Murray. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Murray now on first down. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Bills send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a runner. Anytime you get to that trip, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return will stop right around the 25.
He had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Hughes.
7 yards, the pickup there.
that's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
They'll look to throw. Able to shake him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Hughes. Touchdown, Falcons! From 8 yards out, and the Falcons push further out in front.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center.
He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats, because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. So we're at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And they did have some success running the football in those first 2 quarters. And that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game.
All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. To throw again on second down. Mills. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Mills to the air again. This one incomplete. Almost picked up by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Jay Tufele
in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Kavanaugh.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
This taken in at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Buffalo set to get the football back here.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mills on 3rd and 2.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Going got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Mills. He finds his man, complete. It's Chambers. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. On 3rd down, here's Mills. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. 60 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Atlanta now coming out on the field. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Kavanaugh. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Falcons send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hardy, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. From the gun on third down, Kavanaugh. Oh, he stays up. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
The Bills offense back out onto the field.
They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
7 yards the pick up there.
On second. Running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Atlanta regains possession of the football.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, Kavanaugh. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Throwing on 3rd and long, Kavanaugh.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Pass on for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now they'll run on the draw. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter. From the 16, Mills. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Oh, no.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Yeah, they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. Pushes him aside at the 10. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Kavanaugh. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The kick by Bass is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you...
A good gain on first. Has second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a give right side. Whitfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, Mills. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
From the shotgun, it's Mills.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Harvey sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Mills to throw for it on 4th.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
1st down, Mills.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
And they'll run it with Hunter. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mills.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hunter.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now for the point after. And that will cut this lead down to 13. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Now Hardy on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hardy, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Kavanaugh. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Fighting through, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Jay Tufele. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Kavanaugh. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 of the 4. A big play there on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw. Kavanaugh. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone because there's not enough.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Falcons have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A first down throw for Mills.
He finds his man, complete. That's Chambers. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Throwing, Mills.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Chambers. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain there for the Bills. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Mills again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. From the gun, here's Mills. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Fourth down, Mills. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. Would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
On first down, Hardy. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Looking to throw. Kavanaugh. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it, make them do it again. At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Mills on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mills. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
7 yards to pick up there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mills had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. On third down, it's Hunter. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down.
This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bills cut into that lead.
Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hardy, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hardy, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
So the Bills now down on the scoreboard. 1:52 to play. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10.
Mills to throw it.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd and 1. Here's Mills.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hardy. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Hardy. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.